Hi, I'm Dan, and welcome to the Batcast for December 17th, 2014. Norland can't make it tonight because she's feeling a little under the weather. I know how that feels, had to miss out on the last one. But we'll carry on. So first, we'll start with my comic picks, which I've got a few more this week since I don't have a partner to help me sift through them. My first pick for the week will be Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 22. As you can see from the cover, it's got the Venom symbiote right there. The symbiote's actually on the ship, it's loose, and it's taking over different members of the crew, and they're just trying to contain it. Very exciting story, very interesting to see the different personalities that come out of this thing being attached to each member. Fans of Guardians of the Galaxy, very interested in that issue. Next, from DC, I've got Justice League issue number 37. This is the second part of the Amazovirus storyline, which I've already plugged. In this one, the Justice League, the 3 unaffected members have found patient 0, so they're dealing with that at the same time. Lex Luthor's the only guy who can reverse engineer this thing because he created it, but he's being targeted by an unknown assassin. So it's very exciting from start to finish. It's actually a really good issue. It keeps up momentum. You get a little more insight into Lex Luthor and the way he thinks. Makes him feel a little more like a person. So I do highly recommend reading that one. And next from Image Comics, we've got Rumble, issue number 1, with this ominous looking cover. Now this story has your average Joe, this bartender is just kind of telling a story to one of the patrons, and suddenly he gets attacked by this dude on the cover actually. Manages to subdue the guy, he takes the sword, and he's kind of running for his life at a certain point, and he gets chased down by these demonic looking assailants. It's pretty actiony, it's pretty suspenseful. It's a very nice first issue to kind of get you in, grip you. Got a lot of good imagery in this one. I highly recommend this one as well. And finally, from Image Comics as well, I've got the graphic novel Deadly Class. Now, this graphic novel is about it's your classic story about a teenager who gets taken to this high school where they train assassins, basically. The criminal underground elites send their children there. Courses include disembowelment, things of that nature. It's actually a fun little story about teen drama coupled with gritty underground crime syndicate sort of things. So, it touches a lot of the different things that I personally think are exciting. It's also got something worth mentioning would be just wonderful art and coloring in the novel. First 6 issues, if you missed out on it, it's a great chance to catch up on the story. It's a really good story written by former Batman writers and the writers of the ongoing Black Science. Once again, I highly recommend this one. Moving on to events for this week. Big events to point out this weekend. As a reminder, we are still doing our lock-in. So everyone who's already signed up for that, the lock-in is Friday, the 19th. Make sure you're here at about 10 p.m. We'll start locking the door at about that time. And it goes until 8 a.m. the following morning, Saturday the 20th. And also for you Magic players, we have a very important announcement. We have the Grand Prix trial for Memphis. The winner gets 2 buys at the Grand Prix in Memphis, hosted by Star City. Registration starts at 11 o'clock. This is Saturday, the 20th of December. Registration starts at 11 and the actual tournament will start at noon. It's a $10 entry fee, standard format. Well, that's it for this week's Batcast. Join us next week. We'll have more announcements. Don't forget about our holiday sale. We've got details on Facebook. We'll be doing that until the 20th. Join us next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.